Hey guys, welcome to the video blog today. It took me a little bit to set up the camera. I got my phone up on something, so that way I'm not shaking the camera around and all those things. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about this last week. Most of what we did, really I can't show you. We did a lot of streamlining some of the programming processes, from the programmers doing it to me being able to see what they're doing. So that's a bunch of back-end stuff that really, once you play the game, you really doesn't affect anything. Once you see it, just affects how we're making it. Anyway, the thing that I think I'm most excited about is that we've really ironed out our crafting system and the combat system, and how questing and all of those things will kind of tie together to make one really clean gameplay experience. So you're out questing, you're killing monsters with your weapons and using your cool abilities and getting the magic items that allow you to cast some magic spells, and then you're gaining loot all at the same time. And how the crafting works into that is, let's say you get a bunch of loot you don't want, you'll be able to deconstruct that loot and grab something, grab crafting materials that'll allow you to craft loot you do want. So you get a sword you don't want, you deconstruct it, you get some metal and maybe a piece of wood, and you take it to the blacksmith and he'll make you a sword you actually do want. So kind of reduces the amount of loot that you get that you don't want. I mean, that's still going to happen in any sort of game like this where you get a lot of items dropped by enemies. You're going to get loot you don't want, but this will minimize that because it'll allow you to say, well, I don't want that sword, but I do want the crafting materials that sword is going to give me. So I deconstruct it, turn it into crafting materials, and then make some items I do want: weapons, armor, whatever. As far as item levels, it's going to be pretty much like WoW, Diablo, Torchlight. If you played those games, you know exactly what it's going to be like. It's color coded, and the crafting materials will also be color coded. So if you have a bunch of blue crafting materials and you take it to the blacksmith, it's going to have a higher percentage chance to get a blue item. Now, if you don't get a blue item, it's not like you're going to get like the worst item. You'll probably just get one level below it. I haven't worked out the percentages on that, or anyway, that's neither here nor there right now, but that's how it's going to work. So I was kind of hoping you could see our little foggy, eerie area here. I know I've shown everybody the waterfall and the river, and well, everyone's tired of that. I was tired of that when I showed it to you, but I haven't really shown what this looks like. So this will be one of the areas in the starting level. I know I don't have a lot to show anybody. I mean, there's no monsters in there. There's no characters in there. I just brought on a new 3D modeler who's going to do all the characters and all the monsters. So he's working on the main character model right now, and then I'll have him working on the monster models for this first level. And then we can, we'll integrate those as we're hashing out all the combat, and hopefully I can get some sort of gameplay trailers out there so you can start seeing how the game looks when you play it. So that's pretty much it for this week. A lot of what we're going to do, not a lot to show, but we're moving forward a lot in the programming, and we should have our first playable alpha about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And what that means is that our coders will stop coding. It's what's called a code freeze. We'll stop it, give the game over to our alpha testers, and they're going to have at it and find all the errors that they can, and we'll take those errors back to the programmers, work on those, and we'll do that back and forth until whatever we're trying to do is as bug-free as we can get it. We're going to start with just the melee combat aspect of it. Once that's hashed out, the programmers will start working on magic abilities and charge attacks and all that stuff, and we'll just go back and forth, and one thing after the other until it's all finished. So that's where we're at this week. It's Dark Sector week, and in case anybody forgot, I just did a midweek review. So yeah, there was that. Other than that, not anything else to say, and I guess I shouldn't say there's not anything else to say, but I'm still getting used to this. So tune in next week. Probably won't do a midweek review, so it's going to be a while before I have another video. Next Sunday, tune in next Sunday, and I'll let you know all the exciting stuff that's happened in this game development thing. Yeah, glad everybody can kind of be a part of this with me, because it's one of those things where when you sit down and say, I'm going to make a video game, you know you can't do it as a single person, and I don't know how many people I've told who I've said that I've told that I'm making a video game that they think I'm probably just sitting here doing it all on my own, which isn't the case. I have a team of people who are working on it with me. They're super dedicated. They're awesome guys, but it's a lot of work. You don't really, and even I didn't really think it was going to be as much work as it was, or as it ended up to be. But it'll all be worth it in the end. We'll have a game, and hopefully it'll be a game everybody wants to play. I mean, that's the goal. That's on paper. It looks really good. Conceptually, I can see myself playing the game, and it sounds a lot of fun. Sounds like a lot of fun to me, which I hope translates to a lot of fun to everyone else. And hopefully we can get a bunch of people in our beta, when the beta comes out, who can help us refine things to make it more fun to play. So if you're interested in that, shoot me a little message either on this video or over Facebook, and then we'll get you in on that. All right, see you next week, guys.